What's up, my peeps? Joshua Smith here with another episode of Leveling Up. So today I want to talk to you guys about something that probably should have talked about the first episode. It's about being in GSD mode. It's about what all this is about, what all this signifies. Not the purpose behind starting the show, but the importance. That was what we covered the first launch of Leveling Up, of what the show is about, why it's important to level up in life. That's not what I want to talk about today. Today I want to talk to you about getting into the get shit done mindset, why it's critical, how to do it, how to focus on with it, right? So, and we had had a team meeting today. So for my real estate company, I had a big sales team meeting today, and we talked pretty deep about this of how it is absolutely impossible, right, to make those right, correct decisions in life unless you have clarity on what you want. So I'm going to walk you guys through a few steps here on how to get that clarity, how to get into get shit done mode, and really just go out there and create that epic life that you want, right? So without getting burnt out, without losing motivation, by constantly staying inspired, constantly staying fired up with it. So number one, before I get into the whole clarity thing, I want you guys to realize something. You know, we live in a world just filled with so much damn mediocrity, right? It's just puked all over us 24/7. All this mediocrity, all these, cats being average, whatever it may be. It ends up becoming this like mediocrity vortex in our society that just tries to like suck you back in, dude. Like they want you to be average. They want you to be like them. Why? Because they're too lazy to go out there and do the work. They're not committed enough to go out there and do what needs to be done. So then, when you got somebody like you that is willing to do the work, that is committed, that goes out there and starts doing some epic shit, now they feel shittier about themselves. Makes them feel worse about themselves, worse about their life. So they want you to come back in and get back into that mediocrity. They want you to not go out there and be successful because, again, it makes them feel and look shittier. So you gotta get that. You gotta understand that. So when people are like, oh, dude, slow down. Like, the power of language is so gnarly in this world, so with some average talk out there, oh, slow down, right? Slow down doing what? Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Slow down. Like if I want to create this epic life, you want me to slow down my creation of it? It makes zero sense to me. Why would I operate in get shit done mode, get it done as quickly as I possibly can to create the life that I want? Slow down for what? So then I go so I can live a shittier life for longer like everybody else? No, dude, right? So you're gonna you gotta just understand and start protecting your mind from this different language that's out there. So when people are telling you to slow down, quit pushing so hard, I've had so many people in my life tell me that, like, dude, Josh, you're a freak, slow down, dude. I've had mentors tell me that I'm too much, right? That I'm pushing too hard, that, my strategies, I overkill, whatever. Okay, right? They were the wrong mentor. They're no longer a mentor now, right? It's lead forward, get out of the way. So, again, because if I surpass what they've done, which, it's happened with the majority of my mentors out there, then all of a sudden, again, same thing. They might be at a higher level than some of the others out there, right? But eventually they got stagnant. They got in place. Anybody that's truly committed to leveling up in life, dude, they're never going to tell you slow down. They're never going to tell you to take it easy. They're never going to tell you to back off. They're going to be like, no, keep up the awesome damn work. Keep pushing, keep grinding. Go out there and keep creating, and living in this epic life that you're trying to create. They're gonna support and inspire. That's when you're with the right people, right? So everybody else, though, it's gonna happen. They're gonna say it. Your family, your spouse, potentially your best friends. It's gonna happen. It's okay. Just be consciously aware of it. Don't let it get to you. Just understand that that's all part of it. So then getting into get shit done mode, right? Like, how do I get into get shit done mode? To me, what is GSD mode? So if you've ever procrastinated on a project, which I know is all of us, right? We've all procrastinated like crazy on something in the past. So if you've ever procrastinated anything in your life and you've waited to the last moment, but it was something that was critical to get done, something that's critical that you must do, that you must get done, but you procrastinate last minute, but now you got to get it done, right? So then what happens? Like we can get into this state of mind, this state of being where, holy crap, like we knocked it out, we were against the clock, it created a certain amount of tension in our worlds where we just got shit done. And what if you could operate the rest of your life in that same manner? How much could you get done? If you went 12 hours, 14 hours a day, balls to the wall, in that same mindset, what could you accomplish in this one life that you have? Everybody's always like, life's short. No, dude, I'm not going to sit here and say that life's not brief, but you have enough time. We all have enough time to accomplish anything we want to accomplish. We just got to be focused, right? And we got to operate in the right state of mind. So first off, you got to get clarity on what you want. So one of the questions, or there's a couple questions I asked some of my teammates this morning. Number one, so this was in reference to our real estate business, was why are you here? Meaning not why are you with this company, not why are you with, my team, why are you in this meeting? Meaning, like, why in the hell are you here in the real estate business? Like, why did you choose this business? As an entrepreneur, why did you choose this business? Like, why are you here? What is it about this that put you here today? Why are you here? The second thing was what does creating success in real estate do for you and your family? Like, what does that mean to you? Right? And it's, I just find, dude, like, if it's deeper than money for me, like nothing that I do is about money. Like, I really don't give a shit about money. Money's just a necessary resource that I have to get through this world. And and money's kind of fun, right? Like, I've been broke as hell and I've had money, and I'm sure to tell you, like, it's more fun when you have a little bit of money. But I don't do any of this because I'm some like greedy guy that just loves money, right? I don't go out there and create businesses. It's so much bigger than that for me of why I'm doing it. So, like, what is it? What is it that it does for you and your family? So where my mind goes with this, you guys, as you guys know, most of you know anyway, right? I got 3 little kids. So I have 3 little kids at home. So my daughter's 7, Michaela's, so right now as I'm recording this, she's 7. My son Landon's 5, and then my youngest son Jackson's 2. So I do not believe, there's not 1 ounce, 1 part of me that believes that my children will be able to go out there, go to college, and get a good job, right? I can't rely on, I don't have enough faith in our education system. I have enough faith in our government. I don't have enough faith in corporate America. Look, dude, I just don't have the faith. So as a father, if I'm here to create opportunities for my family, if that's my job. Like, I'm old school. I'm kind of caveman, where it's like, dude, I got to leave the cave every day to kill stuff and bring it home to feed my family. And if I leave the cave and there's no food at home, I don't come home at night when there's no food to feed my family. Like, I don't come home until that shit's killed, right? Like, you leave the cave, you go out there, you do what you have to do, you man up, you level up or woman up, and you go out there and do what you got to do to create those opportunities. So for me, I am here to create my own family economy. Right, I've just seen too much shit in my life, and I've been through too much, and especially anybody that's been involved in real estate, whether you owned real estate or, sorry, I had to get my kombucha, little energy drink here. Stuff's the bomb. So anyway, so those of you that either owned real estate or had real estate, like, you guys kind of witnessed what happened. Right, like, or anybody that's really invested in the market, right? Pretty much everybody, right? So when the real estate market crashed, stock market crashes, dude, so many people are just in and out. Unemployment rates going through the roof. You see all of this. You see all these people that didn't create a life where their fate's in their own hands. They go out there and they work 30 years at a job and they just get the X, dude. Like, overnight, they're just a number. They get the X. All the shit that we see out there, to me, I just absolutely refuse. I truly believe, for most of us, not everybody, some people it's not a choice, I get that, but for most of us, especially if you're here in America, it's a choice to put yourself and your family in that position or not to. Truly is. Right? Like, we have a choice. Do I want to put myself and my family in a vulnerable state, in an area where they can be vulnerable, or into a state where we create our own family economy where I don't care. Like, I don't care who the president is. I don't care what interest rates are. I don't care what unemployment is. I don't care whether it's, what's going on out there in the market, the financial market, real estate market, whatever. Of course I care as a human being. Of course it impacts all of us in other ways. I don't like seeing that. What I mean by all of this is I'm never, ever going to put my business or my ability to be able to provide opportunities for my kids, roofs over their head opportunities, future jobs, whatever it may be, in a vulnerable state. I'm not going to put that fate in somebody else's hands. I'm taking it in my own hands, right? So in order for me to do that, I've got to get clear. Okay, well, then what does that look like? So for me, it's getting clear. What do I want? Like, so why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why am I an entrepreneur? So for me, it's I am a straight up entrepreneur, dude. Like I'm unemployable. I can't work for anybody else. I refuse to work for anybody else. I'm working for myself. I'm out there creating businesses in order to create the outcomes that I want. So I know why I'm here, why I'm doing it. Right? And it's more than just providing opportunities for my kids. I mean, that's a huge element of it too. Also, there's selfish drives in there as well of why am I here and why am I doing it? Because I love it. Like I love being in control of my own fate. I love the fact that I can work my ass off and get paid and compensated based on my performance. I've had those jobs where it's like, dude, you go out there and you work your 60, 80-hour weeks or whatever. And, because you've only been there for, 6 months and you got the lazy ass that's been here for 15 years working half as hard, they're making so much more money just because they've been there longer. Like, I've been there, dude. I give this analogy this morning. Somebody said, could you imagine going back and working a 9-to-5 cubicle? This is one of my teammates. I was like, no, dude. I mean, the way I look at the way that I compare that to is like a lion at the zoo. Or like a caged animal at the zoo. Like, yeah, you got the other zoo animals and you're there and you still, go out there and do your thing. But that to me is what corporate America would do to me, a 9-to-5 and some damn cubicle. Oh, that's what it would be like to me, right? Like being in prison or being in a zoo. I could never do it and go back to it. So, okay, so why am I doing this? Why am I here? What is it that I want to create for my family, right? So like, what are those opportunities? And I get hardcore with that. What type, if they do choose to go to college, do my wife and I want to be in a position where we can afford to pay for their college if they choose to? Like my son is like, okay, Dad, I want to go work on brains, right? Like I want to be a brain surgeon and go out there and save lives. And it's going to cost me $300,000 for student loans. Do I want to be in a position where it's like, now there's nothing wrong if you can't of making your kids go out there and get student loans. I'm not here saying that like you have to do that and you're a bad parent if that's what happens. No, dude. I mean, it's a good lesson for a lot of kids too, to go out there and work their ass off and learn that. But I look, okay, man, if my kids are in that position, dude, I want to be able to stroke that check without blinking. Right? I'm stroking that check. Now, I'm not just, pissing away money and giving away money for no good reason, but certain opportunities that I want to be able to help them create in this world, yeah. Also, employment opportunities. I'm here to create my own family economy, right? So I want to create jobs for my kids within my own organizations and my grandkids and whatever it may be. I'm going to push that hard to create that. So it's get clarity on why are you here? What do you want? And what does that look like to you? Right? And then you get in the right state of mode. You get in get shit done mode and you make it freaking happen. You pay attention to this stuff daily, right? Out of sight, out of mind, the law of diminishing intent exists. It's as true as freaking gravity, dude. If you don't pay attention to this shit daily, it will go. It's just going to peace out. The average human mind right now hears and sees 25,000 negative things, only 2,000 positive a day, right? So we hear and see 12 times the amount of negativity that we do positively. We get sucked back into that vortex of mediocrity with all that other bullshit that exists out there. Well, if we don't pay constant attention to these things, it's going to dissipate. It's going to go away. So I get clarity on what it is that I want, dude. I review it every day. Success is never owned, it's rent, and the rent's due every damn day. So every day when you wake up, you're recommitting to your commitments. You're recommitting to your commitments and the goals that you want to achieve for yourself. You're recommitting to the goals and the commitments that you want to reach for your spouse, and then for your children, right? And the other impact that you want to have on this world while you're out there doing it. Then, and the last important step I want to hit on today, you guys, is removing your emotions from all of this. You've got to learn to remove emotions from this shit, right? So average mediocrity, your average person out there operates their life in emotions. They do things when they feel like doing it. They eat, they are having a rough day, so they go out there and eat a bunch of comfort food and continue to get more overweight or more obese. They don't do the extra business work because they're having a bad day. You don't read that extra 30 minutes or an hour at night, that's self-development, because you've had a long day and you don't feel like it and you feel like you deserve to watch I don't know, some BS that's on TV. I haven't watched TV forever. I don't have cable, so I don't know what's on TV anymore. But where I'm going at that, you guys, is you're not entitled to anything. Nobody owes you anything. You're not entitled to shit, right? Like, you go out there, just understand that. It's just your mind playing tricks on you. It's this whole, this mediocrity programming that we've had, that we've been conditioned growing up, dude. That's all that is. It's this just little voice in your mind, the voice of mediocrity. There's a cool book out there called Take the Stairs by a dude named Rory Vaden. Awesome book. And he calls that voice Mr. M, meaning Mr. Mediocrity. He's like, yeah, it's got this like little guy like sitting on my shoulder. That's how he portrays it in the book. And he calls him Mr. M for Mr. Mediocrity. He's like, dude, whenever that voice speaks, do the opposite. Right? Like those things are going to come up. You always have a choice. But if you have clarity on the outcome that you want, why you're doing it, what it means to you and your family, you're crystal clear on that you want it, you commit to it, then when you don't feel like doing it, because it's going to happen. Last night, man, I was up super, super late, grinding on some projects, up super early this morning, like 3.5 hours of sleep. When I wake up this morning, I'm freaking pissed off. I'm tired. I don't want to get up. I don't want to go to work. I'm not, like, a lot of people are like, oh, dude, I just wished I had your ambition and drive, Josh. I'm like, dude, I'm no different than you guys are, right? Like, dude, there's so many days I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do this shit. This sucks. Like 90% of the crap that I have to do during my day is stuff that I don't like. I'm not like doing backflips for, right? However, I do it regardless if I want to or not, regardless of what my emotional state is and how I feel. I consciously choose to not listen to my emotions. To be like, okay, my emotions are saying this, I feel them, they exist, they're real, but I'm going to come over here and do this and not do this, because I know if I listen to these, then I'm going to go live an average mediocre life. And with your 74% of people being overweight, 40% of those are obese, 75% living paycheck to paycheck, meaning they lose their job or go 1 month without a paycheck. They're reliant on government aid. Only 2% of Americans at the age of 65 can retire without being reliant on family. 80% are unfulfilled and depressed with their job and hate their careers. Like, why the hell do I want anything to do with average or any of that exists out there, right? So I'm just going to stay uber focused, choose to not listen to my emotions, stay uber focused on this, stay in get shit done mode. Dude, but you just keep this stuff in front of yourself all the time. And you buy some damn t-shirts too, right? Like, you wear some damn get shit done t-shirts. I'm telling you, I'm not even lying, dude. It's just the visual, bro. Like, when I wear this damn shirt, like, dude, it's like I become like Superman, dude, like GSD man, right? Like, and it's probably because, okay, I see it, the logo's on me, whatever, like, it just puts you in that state. Have my staff wear them when they come in the office. Like, this is just what we do. We operate hardcore at this. We roll with it, from our shirts to our posters all around our office. Everything that we do is, what are those outcomes? Are just reminders everywhere. So as that vortex of mediocrity tries to suck us back in, we have all these reminders everywhere that stays and keeps us super focused on getting shit done. So the only way to truly level up in life, and leveling up, is just continually improving, continually operating and getting one step closer to operating your full potential. So every day you're just leveling up, being a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. The only way you'll continue leveling up is to get into GSD mode. Now, how often you're in GSD mode will determine the rate of your leveling up, right? So if you want to go from 0 to hero, so and we have it happen all the time, dude. We've seen it. I've done it. We've had people in our organization that have done it. My organizations that are banking $0 a month, that they're struggling, and within 90 days are banking 40, 50K a month, right? Like, all of that is possible if you choose to get into GSD mode and stay in there on a constant basis and get shit done. So anyway, you guys, I could go on and on and on and on and on about all of this for hours, but I'm going to end it there. Keep it at that. So you guys keep having an epic day. If there's anything that you need, reach out to us here on the show. Make sure you guys are sharing this podcast, dude. Share this. Share the love. We're always going to bring these free to you guys. So I spend quite a bit of money and quite a bit of time delivering these free podcasts, free content out there to help you guys go out there and create an epic life. All I ask in return, dude, is just share share this. Comment on the post, share it, let other people know in your world that's there. The more eyeballs that we get on here, the more ears that we get listening, the more that lives we're able to impact out there, and allows us to keep doing this on a bigger level. So make sure that you guys are sharing out there. Thank you for watching our content. Or listening to our content as well, whether you're on iTunes, Stitcher, or on the website, gsdmode.com. Keep kicking ass, you guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace out.